What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to a special edition of the Wrestling Wire. This is actually the Wrestling Wire presents CPW. That's Classic Pro Wrestling Takeover. We're doing a preview for the whole thing. I got my trusty co-host up in here. He's taking a drink and choking on it.
Okay.
Well,
Thanks. That's a good
at least
way
you
to
know.
introduce.
Well, at least, guys, we learned something. David's a spitter. We learned it tonight, right here live on the wire.
I appreciate
Shit
that
happens.
so much. Thank you. It's David Estacado, your Theo Masfino, always looking divino. Look, being here live with my boy Ron here. I'm excited. CPW really put on an awesome set of classics lately, and I'm excited for this next one, bro. Like,
the last show was massive. I still actually get copyright hits on that show.
oh really?
Yeah. So, yeah. A year later, and I'm still getting my ass handed to me on copyrights from that show because we actually ended up streaming the whole thing out live. The rock concert that happened before the show and the whole show. It was awesome. Okay, well, David dropped out of the room, but anyway, yeah.
I'm back, baby.
Appreciate it. Thanks for the heads up. So, like I said, we ended up streaming out all the matches, and I've just gotten hit ridiculously over the, copyright infringement on the music and whatnot playing. What's funny is there was a crew from a radio station up in Charlotte, and they were there. Now they had broadcasted out as well. So it was a big to do. I thought, what? Yeah, that was the Takeover show. I'm pretty sure it was the Takeover show. Either way, it was awesome. It was a great time. It was just a lot of work. By the end of the night, I needed a drink or several. But man, look, we have a stacked house for tonight.
We have a stack night. A stack. Wow, did I say that right? We do have a stack. Yeah, we do. It's crazy night.
We have a stack night for tonight as well. So Ghazi chimed in. Ghazi, there may be space. I see where you're saying you'll be available soon. Here's the trick. I've got the two already lined up. And if there's a break in between A and B, or if we're still going after A and B and you're available, then you will be C. We will see you then at that point. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, agreed.
So that's kind of how
other people have been reaching out for interviews too. I was trying to let them know that our schedules kind of opened up. We leave it up to them. We're trying to get some stuff here working out where we're trying to get these weekly shows with these other promoters done first, because we're doing things a little differently than we have been. But yeah, it's not the.
I like it. I like it better this way. I really do, and I know you don't. It's okay. It's cool. We're gonna have creative differences.
I don't like it. It's like that horse from Ren's Dippy. No, sir, I don't like it.
Yeah, well, guess what? You don't have to like it.
I don't have to like it, but I respect it. So you gotta give me that.
I appreciate that because it's making, in all honesty, it makes the job easier to do.
So yes and no. I'll do my part. You do your part, and we'll just work magic that either way.
Okay, so you do your part. You reach out to people, and I'll do my part and scan the card every time we need it. You got it. Right? It really is like being Tony Stark working with you, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because I name everything and I buy all the cool shit. That's it. It's the same fucking thing Tony did. That's why it's hilarious. Timothy Godfrey, one of our trusty reps in the region, chimed in. What is up, Godfrey? And Travis chimed in. Good evening, fellas. Listening at work. Dude, that's awesome. We greatly appreciate that. I'm going to go ahead and send the invite over to Antonio Morgan. So that way he has it and he can get all of his stuff going on. And we'll talk about the show while that is going on. And then, like I say, if you didn't follow along on social media, shame on you like that, okay? Like, shame on you for not clicking on the things because I was doing things. there was a lot of things going on with
starting some stuff.
I didn't start anything. Hold your horses, Jack. You relax. First off, let's start at the very beginning. I'm not even booked on this show. The promotion asked me to do this. No problem there. None whatsoever.
Okay, cool.
Okay, right. As it should be. I'm not booked. This is being done the other way. Okay? This is being done the other way. Okay? So there's that. All That's one. I'm not booked. I'm booked in another state. I won't even be at this show. So we're doing this because the deal was made the right way. Anyway, so then all of a sudden, Antonio Morgan reaches out to me and he goes, "Hey, buddy, I heard y'all are going to do a special on CPW. Can I want to be on. I want to be on to talk about my match. I want to be on to hype my stuff up because I'm excited. I get to go.
That's a man who knows
Randy Reno. Randy Reno coming in from Vegas against Antonio. That's huge.
Yeah.
Right. So Antonio's hype. He is all about this. So Antonio reaches out to me. Yeah, man, no problem. I'll make the flyer. We'll do the thing. We'll be good to go. Tuesday night, 8:15 is yours. I'll start the show at 8:00. All of a sudden, the next morning or whatever, because I posted that at night. I know. I posted it at night.
You did. I was still waiting for the graphic that you promised me, but that never happened.
Yeah. Would you believe me if I tell you I fell asleep?
No, I wouldn't be surprised.
I fell asleep. I fell asleep way earlier last night than I intended to. I was just drawn out. I wasn't drinking. That was the night before.
Okay.
Swear to God. Sunday, yes, you could have blamed it on that. Yesterday, no, you couldn't have. Anyway, and man, I slept really good Sunday night. I'm not gonna lie. Anyway, look. So all of a sudden, Jack sees this and he takes it and calling me a cheese-eating rat bastard and all these other things. And I, where the hell is that even coming from? I'm not by any stretch of the imagination. I'm not a rat. I do like cheese. Don't get me wrong, especially when it's that thick cheddar. Okay, I like the cheese. Don't get me wrong, but I don't know what he's talking about. Anyway, so he picks on me talking about it being forgotten. Well, okay, fine. You want a spot, you psychotic bastard? I'll give you a spot. Fine. I'll go ahead and send you an invite right around 9:00. That way you can get on here and fuss about Dion and tell me how I'm not fair and I'm not looking out for you. Go ahead. I didn't cause any drama, and how dare you try to blame it on me? What is wrong with you?
I mean, because usually you're at the middle of it when it comes to drama. Let's be honest.
I'm in the middle of everything. In case you didn't know, occasionally it's feet, but anyway, that's beyond the point. The point is that
there's a website for that.
I swear I don't think I'm on the website. Anyway, listen, stop. Somebody needs to give. Can we put? Where's Kate? Kate, put NyQuil in Davin's bubbly water with a shot of melatonin. Thanks. All of a sudden, he just kind of collapses on air. Money. Anyway, Brino Royce chimed in. What is up? All gold. Brino Royce is here. CPW will be amazing. I can't wait for the show. Let's start talking about some of these matches we got coming up. So, we know that after 5 years, TAKEOVER's been running strong. CPW's been running. Yes, there was the layover with Buck Carter's health. Unfortunately, there was also the COVID layover that affected a lot of people. But man, TAKEOVER, 5 years. That dude is having some technical difficulties tonight. How about you let me touch the buttons and you just sit there?
Back. I didn't push a button. I don't know what happened there. I blame you somehow. This is your fault somehow.
No, it's definitely not me. That's that Virginia internet shit.
I'm paying for the good high speed, internet.
Dude, you're probably in Virginia. We're going to be lucky if you're getting 112K.
I think I can get more than that.
Y'all got dial up with
dial up.
Y'all got dial up with rusty ass wire or something. Look,
No,
look,
I
look,
do
look,
not have
look,
AOL.
look. She said, "I got you." NyQuil and melatonin. You're screwed. We're gonna just consider you a hooker on payday, buddy, because you're about to get fucked up. Anyway, so, I'm sure I know it does. I know it does. You're in Virginia. I was just in Virginia. The moment you cross the state line into Virginia, everything turns to shit. And then when you go to Maryland, it just gets even deeper. I was in Maryland over the weekend. Allow me to teach people. Can I tell them? I'm going to tell them. So you know how you saw the internet and everybody was like, "Oh, dude, Ron's on the road. Oh, he's in. Where did I say I was? Knoxville, Tennessee. Yeah, I think I said Knoxville.
You were in the Tennessee.
And then I said Louisville, Kentucky. I wasn't in either one of them. The internet's a wonderful thing. You can just tell people you're somewhere and it'll say, "Okay, you're there," and everybody buys it. You need to understand that it doesn't matter whether it's on this show, at a live show, in real life, at the bar room, in the smoker's lounge, or at my house. Just because you see it doesn't make it real. Especially when it comes to me. Nothing is real. That's all. It is so damn funny to get away with shit. It's great. What is this? Oh, that's right. And Ghazi, giving some one-ups to Brino as well. But look, let's talk about this. We're done with the comments. We're all caught up. We've got the legends coming back. Man, look, so Chuck Sloan, if you didn't know, Chuck Sloan's got some checks that got Vince's name on them from back in the day at WWF, So that man's been around. Him and Buck Carter are going to be there at TakeOver this year. That's going to be awesome. Movie Mike.
That's this weekend. Next weekend. Movie Mike. Yep. We know Movie Mike, don't we, about little buddy? You got to meet Movie Mike.
Yeah, it's going to be this weekend. It's going to be this Saturday. The live concert, somebody can correct me because I'm probably got that wrong. Oh, it's probably on one of the later posters. Let's see here. Special appearance.
Yeah, it does sound like my kind of party.
Okay, yeah, my kind of party. There's live music, which is the Nathan Melton Band. Doors open at 5:30, so I'm guessing music's from like 6 to 7, and then the bells at 7:30. Dude, that's gonna be awesome. It's a shame I won't be there. I'm not gonna be in the area. Right?
Yeah, I'm gonna be doing my weekend rundown later because I got sent a bunch of posters of what's going on this weekend, and there's so much going on.
Oh, I know. I followed the post. Yeah, you have fun doing the rundown, whatever you're going to call it.
Oh, it's just going to be for the rundown.
I really wouldn't because The Rock's going to hit you for gimmick infringement. So don't do the rundown.
Weekend rundown. How about the weekend breakdown? How about that? Weekend breakdown.
I don't know. We got to come up with something better because that sounds like nails on a chalkboard. I don't know. But anyway, so Movie Mike will be there. That'll be cool. He's making an appearance. So I'm interested to see what Movie Mike's bringing to the table there. But he's not the only one.
I can tell you what he's going to bring. 4K quality badassery is what he's going to bring. A whole highlight reel of his greatest hits is what he's going to be bringing. I love this kid.
Very, very interesting. What's crazy is this matchup right here. This is going to be insane. You've got Selena Rose
I had one more
Ghazi
joke, and you took it from me.
In a hardcore matchup.
Yes, that's going to be fun. And she's going to bring Trashy, the trash can.
She's going to bring Trashy in. It looks like Ghazi's got the bat. It's just going to be unreal.
I had one more movie joke, and you took it from me. He's the Stanley Kubrick of getting your ass kicked. Haha. Because he's a genius. Movies, directors, because he's a director. Pumpkin-y.
Yeah, you got me. If you had made like a reference from a movie like, I don't know, Pulp Fiction or Boondock Saints or something, okay, maybe I would have gotten that.
I guess, but I'm excited for that matchup. I
Like,
mean, you think Selena is known for her happy-go-lucky, yeah, mostly, but she has a mean streak and she has a violent streak, and
I've seen
I've
her
seen it.
violent. I've seen her mean, and I'm not going to deny this one iota. I saw her in a match where uh, she was the only female in the ring, and there was 5 other men, or there was 5 men and her, and it was 3-on-3. She took more ass whipping in that matchup than anybody did for the entire show. And that show was 2 hours with a scramble, 2 hours plus with a scramble match. I feel bad for whoever decides to date her. I really do, because you think you can hurt her.
She's
She's going
feisty.
to
She's a
teach
little
you some
bad.
really
She's a
bad
little bad.
lessons. Yeah,
Sometimes I'm confused. I feel for James Johnson. I really do.
I don't.
Poor James.
Nope.
Uh,
Unless he's
Soul Papa.
look, driving in the car, okay, maybe. But beyond that, no, I don't. Beyond that, no, I don't.
The Soul Papa, as I like to call him.
Oh man. All right. Well, we're gonna catch up on comments real quick, and let's see what we got going on here. Overdriver LLC is in the house. What is
Mrs.
happening?
Overdriver, how you doing? How you doing? Welcome to the show.
Shane AEW coming to Memphis in October. Legendary commentator Dave Brown will be commentating. Okay.
That's cool.
Yeah, Memphis. I like I say, Memphis. I don't know. I've never been to Memphis. Anyway, Casey Leanne, that's the owner of NCW. She's chimed in. What is up? Good evening to you as well. Oh, Ghazi said, I'm making her a present as we speak.
That's nice.
That's creepy.
No, she's making a nice present for Selena. That'd be great.
Yes. And then Ghazi for the win. Okay. Mrs. Overdriver, give her a chance after this match if she passes the tests. Wow. Interesting. Very interesting. But do you know what else is interesting? This matchup coming up right here. Now, we already talked about it momentarily, but we talked about Antonio Morgan versus Randy Reno. Now, I went and looked up Reno, and dude's been around the block. Dude's legit. Got a hell of a look. Got a great moveset. I'm going to be, chomping at the bit to get the footage from this as quickly as possible because I'm going to want to see it. But speaking of Antonio Morgan, our first guest has arrived backstage. Welcome to the show, Antonio Morgan. What's up, man?
Yo, what's good, Ron?
Another day in paradise. How are you?
Antonio, welcome to the show. Thank you for coming.
All right, so going one-on-one against a debuting Randy Reno, coming in from Vegas. He's stepping into your territory, man.
You know what? First I want to say, looking at this CPW TAKEOVER card, it's stacked. You got Dion versus Jax. You got Drew Hood and Crucifix. And you have me versus the Beacon of Bravado, Randy Reno. You know what? We faced each other in the past, about a year ago down in Georgia. Randy, he's tough. He's tough. He's been around, held multiple championships. But you know what? Earlier you mentioned he got a nice move set. Yeah. So I'm thinking, I've wrestled him before, but I realized I need to change things about me. You're not going to see no arm drags and hip tosses. This match right here, you're going to see a straight beast, straight chops. I'm going to pound him. I'm going to toss him around because be technical with him, it's not going to work. He's very technical sound, athletic. His cardio is great. So I'm going to pound him.
There you go.
I've
said it since I've met you. I've said it since I met you. You look like a walking refrigerator with dreadlocks. You're a monster of an individual. I think you could have been the Predator if they put makeup on you. You're already the right size to beat the Predator.
There you go.
But
You's a big
seeing
boy.
you, yes, yeah, he is massive. I think I'm the size of one of his arms. That's it.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah. And that's without him flexing. I'm the size. My total person is like one of Antonio Morgan's arms. That's it. But the reality is, Antonio going beast on Randy. Oh, somebody needs to. I need footage. I got to find out who's filming this. I'm gonna have to reach out to Jimmy and them.
Y'all get ready for this. Y'all will see a side of me y'all have never seen before. You know, the year's coming to an end. I realize things need to change. So unfortunately, you know, we're both making our CPW debut, but his debut won't be successful. I promise you that.
Right. Yeah, you kind of took one of the. Well, I have a couple of my notes here. I was gonna be my first question. Be like, what's your game plan going this? You just mentioned that, and I was gonna mention here again that you the last time you guys faced off was about a year ago. It seems like your tool set a lot can change in about a year, right? Your tool set can change, your mindset. Is you already going in a different mindset here, going up against this matchup? Is there anything, considering that he has evolved a little bit since last year? Anything that you're concerned of in this matchup? That going up against him?
You know what? I'm sure he's evolved. Like, I'm sure his ring psychology is great. I'm sure his ring awareness is great. Look at his physique. This man has abs still, so I'm sure his cardio is great. So guess what? I'm not doing this with him. Just know that it's not gonna be a 20-minute match. I'm gonna beat the life out of him.
Cardio is a great thing, and having a great physical build is a wonderful idea. But if Antonio gets them ham hocks on your rib cage or starts pummeling them lungs, you can have all the cardio you want. Hank will help your ass if you can't breathe.
I say it all the time when I'm doing commentary or when I'm scouting here. If you can't breathe, you can't wrestle. That's just smart wrestling.
There you go.
Takes one good hit, knock the wind out of you, or just knock you out. Good hits. I mean, it's going to be a great fight to see. You got your technicality against power. Both of you are big, beefy boys. So it's going to be a hell of a fight. I'm excited for it. It's going to be a hell of a fight.
Right. People, I mean, look, the human body's a pretty frail thing, man. Realistically, one shot right in the back in the perfect spot, you're going to be pissing blood for a week. If kidney's going to drop you, that lung or that liver shot, shit, you're going to sleep. There have been world titles won off of a liver shot. I'm not wrong.
Simmons and Ahmed Johnson. There you go.
Yep. That's a hell of a name to bring up. Black Cat Johnson said, "Tell him about the new and improved Soul Patrol."
Oh, you know what? See, I gave Black Cat Johnson Dion some shout out. With the whole Jackson Sane match, I definitely have my eye close on that. See, what y'all don't know is the anomaly is trying to evolve. I've been doing this solo thing for the past 2 years. Mm-hmm. I've been doing the same stuff, wrestling the same places. Y'all notice I've made more debuts this year than I have any other years. So right. With that said, me and Dion, we have some history. Do I like him? I'm still questioning that. But do I respect him? Yeah. This man, he's wrestled everywhere, has fans everywhere, made all the money. So you know what? I want the fans. I want the money. I want the success. So with that being said, coming soon, you will see some soul. That's all I'm going to say.
All right. Okay.
Got another comment here. Haven't seen him in a while, but Don Furio telling you straight here that your win streak is not going to last long with him in the mix. So he's sending smileys and kisses. So I guess he's sending you some good luck.
You know what?
Some trash talk there. I like it.
You know what? I love John Furio. That kid right there got so much talent. You know, he got the look, but guess what? When he step in the ring with me, the talent, the look, it's not gonna matter. It's not.
Look can't outrank size. Is that what you're telling me?
Size, intensity, and won't. Right now, I'm trying to prove myself. I want to be successful. So you know what? Whoever steps in the ring with me, no matter what the outcomes, they're gonna feel the pain. I promise you. And they will know who the anomaly is. They will know who Antonio Morgan is.
Right. Man, there's nothing wrong with that. Let's see here. We will be talking about the Jax and Deion Johnson match later on this evening, KC.
Yeah, actually, that will be brought up in a bit.
Yeah, because at 9:00 is when Jax is scheduled to be here, but you know how that goes. Let's see here. Ghazi chimed in to say, Antonio, you're an anomaly too. What number did the SCP Foundation assign you? They labeled me numbers called the Butcher Brat. Okay.
Guys.
That's
Ghazi's
internet.
out there. Ghazi's out there.
Just for those folks who don't know, that's a reference to a internet storyline, story-wise stories where it's about a foundation that hunts out anomalies and puts them like in this warehouse. So you being an anomaly and being this big monster of a guy, that I think that'd be kind of a cool backstory there. You escaped the foundation.
Well, when Ghazi made reference to the SCP, I thought that was like the dog thing with the shitty commercials and the woman singing.
Stupid.
No, not stupid. That's what I thought it was.
Hey, I'm with you, bro. I'm with you on that.
I don't know what the hell they were talking about.
SCPA, though. I don't know. Something like
that. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's right. It's got A in there. That's right.
Yeah.
Does that stand for animals? I guess that's what it stands for, is animals, right?
No, I don't remember off the top of my head.
Association.
Yeah.
Of America. Those are what the A's normally stand for. Association or of America.
No, so this is your big debut, man. I mean, this is kind of cool. This is your debut match. You have this big matchup. How does that feel that this is going to be your debut match here?
Listen, when I got notified, that CPW wanted me, I was ecstatic. But then when they said I'm facing Randy Reno, listen, I started training. Me and my wife, we're in the gym 4 or 5 times a week. I promise you will see a different anomaly, a more leaner anomaly, leaner and meaner. Promise you that.
Right on.
That's awesome. I mean, I can see you're hyped about it. You already talked about some of the training. You kind of been working. Anything in your training you've been doing? You changing your training up, working more cardio, have more lifting?
You know what? I'm doing more higher reps. I'm lifting for endurance. I have the strength from football. The strength ain't going nowhere. So right now I'm focused on more muscle endurance. I'm focused on more ring work, ring conditioning. Just, because I ain't gonna lie, Randy Reno, this man could go 30, 45 minutes to an hour Ironman match, So ain't no telling what he has up his sleeves, but I'm prepared for it.
And besides your current opponent, you just joining the roster at CPW. Is there anybody on the roster, anybody else that you might be excited going up against and after him, or who might be your next goal afterwards?
You know what? That's why I'm looking closely at that Deion Johnson Jackson same match.
Ooh.
Fortunately, Deion, if you can't get it done, I'll get it done for you, brother. Me and Jax, we have a past. I've never wrestled 1-on-1. We've had tag matches on Impact Plus, but I would love to wrestle Jackson Singh. He can't play mind games with me. He can't.
That'd be an awesome match.
Wow. That's a hell of a statement there, saying that he can't play mind games with you.
That'll be a hell of a match too. Ooh, he says, "Oh, he had a response for it."
He's waiting. He's waiting because he already knew. Well, he's waiting for his chance to come on air.
So man, I got all hyped for that. I was like, oh, he's already responded. He's ready.
He's ready. Okay.
Oh no! When it comes to you, he said you can't play my mind games.
The only thing that's for sure is nothing is for sure. Remember that.
Very good. I'm gonna be surprised. I'm gonna tell you, I'm surprised. I thought he was gonna turn it. I thought he was gonna go a completely different direction with you on that. I really thought Jax was gonna go a different way with that one. That was a completely different thing than what I was expecting him to say. David, you can handle this comment.
And what is the comment?
I don't know.
Oh, he's saying his blessings. He's just kind of saying hello. It's kind of another way of saying hello. Blessings. Hello.
Oh, okay.
Bendiciones. Repeat after me. Bendiciones.
Bendiciones. Got it.
Oh, there we go. There we go.
Yeah.
Get to learn something every time on this podcast. Look at that.
Dude, I have been watching Horror the Explorer on TikTok. So
I like the comment right. You know what? Read that comment.
First AWL tag champs. That's so he's talking about the new Soul Patrol, which is Antonio and Black Cat, apparently. That'll be interesting.
Get y'all popcorn ready.
Dude, hey, look. As long as the crowd's hype, that's all that matters. And the Soul Patrol is famous for that crowd. That is what they're famous for. They always have the crowd jumping. So bound and determined, it's gonna be something special. Well, Antonio, I'm gonna go ahead and ask you. You have anything left to say, whether it be to Randy Reno, the CPW fan base, the crowd that's going to be in attendance, anything at all?
Yeah, all I can say is, you know what? From first match to last match, this card is stacked. You know, my goal is to make sure when the show's over, everyone knows who the anomaly is. Win, lose, or draw, they're going to leave like, wow, that Antonio Morgan, he can fight. So, Randy, you better get ready. Because when you come home, when you go back to Georgia, chest will be red, white, and blue. Promise you.
Damn. Strong words from a strong competitor. Antonio, thank you greatly for your time this evening. Really appreciate
coming on.
Thank you.
All right. Well, we've got a little bit of time between now and the 9 o'clock hour when it is Jax's official time. So real quick, we're going to go ahead and get Ghazi on here. If Ghazi is available, I believe. And if not, we will just continue to talk about other matches until it is Jax's assigned time.
I'm cool with that.
Yeah, I'm cool with that. That's the way, that's the way business works. That's the way this business works. And even more importantly, it's the way my business works. So, Ghazi, your invite has arrived. We will see you in the studio momentarily. But dude, that matchup is going to be badass.
It's going to be insane. It's a kaiju battle. That's what it's going to be. I love those type of matches, man. You can see the strength, agility. You get a bit of a styles clash, where you get two big beefy boys being brutal in the middle of that ring. The crowd is going to love it.
This next match that I'm about to talk about as well has, from the moment I saw it, I was like, ooh, I like it. I like it more than I should, but I really like it. And that is James Johnson and Luka Daniels. Luka Daniels putting that WrestleMerica Liberty Championship on the line.
I don't think Luka Daniels has yet realized what he did. I think he made a mistake, and I think he's underestimating James Johnson here. If I could be honest here, so he hasn't seen that other side of James Johnson. He may be the soul poppy. He may be, a fun-loving, soul daddy, but he has another side of him. He has that strict, stern, almost scary side of him. You know what I mean?
Right. Well,
he can be violent too. He
well,
can be violent too.
He does. He does. He can be.
And he has quite the repertoire in his moveset too.
And
he can go.
And I will give the devil his due. 110% twice on Sundays. Your new Palmetto Championship Wrestling Heavyweight Champion is James Johnson. As PCW. He's been a case guy forever. He was a Palmetto. He's trained in the Palmetto, Wrestling Academy with Ethan Case.
Mm-hmm.
He's run the roads with them guys forever.
Shout out to Ethan. Cheers to you, my friend.
And James Johnson is one
hell of a competitor.
One hell of a competitor. One of my favorite people to work around in this industry, because you never know what you're going to get with him. You don't know if you're going to get a tech. You don't know if he's just going to knock the shit out of you. You don't know what's coming.
He's a very unpredictable and unorthodox, and that's what I love about his style. He could be technical. He could be high flyer. He could be brawler. He could be, crazy and happy-go-lucky. And the 1 second, the next thing you know, he is shoving you over the top rope, and he's just beating you in the side of the head with, some weapons. I love him.
Right. There's a lot of things that go into this. And once again, him versus as seen on TV, Luka Daniels. That's what I'm calling him. As seen on TV, Luka Daniels. Because every time you turn around, the guy's on TV. Whether it's on WrestleMania, AEW, WWE, it doesn't matter. He's on TV. He's always on TV. I'm surprised we didn't get images from the OVW thing that took over Netflix. Wrestlers.
He should be on there. He should be on there.
I'm surprised he's not. Some of our friends are on there. I went and checked out Hollywood Haley J.
A lot of our friends are on there.
Stuff. Yeah, dude. A ton of people. But anyway.
You know that meme where Leonardo DiCaprio sitting on a couch and he's pointing? That was me. Like, oh.
That's me whenever I drive up and down the road. Like, yeah, I worked on that house. Yeah, I worked on that house. Yeah, I fixed that building. Those people are dicks. It's like that going up and down the road for me. I've done shit in every state from here to PA.
It sounds like me with my jobs. I've done so many jobs. It's like I worked in a hospital. I was an EMT before. I was a teacher at one point. I was a fry cook at one point.
I'm afraid to ask what you taught. But instead of asking what you taught, you know what we're going to do? We're going to bring on Gazi because Gazi's in the backstage. What is up?
Hey,
everybody.
How are you?
Doing good.
Okay, so are you ready for this
Thank
weekend?
you so much for being here. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Really.
Thank you for getting my reference.
Well,
no problem. I'm a cool kid. He's not. He's an old fogey.
Right, but Gazi will tell you I'm the old fogey with the respect. Gazi knows exactly. The fuck is that? Is that gusset? That's a gusset plate.
Well, I'm not a natural.
I love the
redhead.
accessorizing.
Well, they got to turn their hair red somehow. And blood, I guess, does a pretty good job of dyeing it, right?
This is true. This is true. Is that the project you're working on?
Hold on. Dude, those are the explodey thing. They're poppets on a base.
I like it.
God, this
Getting
is
uncomfortable. Little arts and crafts here. Those things.
Yeah,
hurt.
arts and crafts. It's almost. I so badly want to make the Deadpool joke. Think about the beginning of Deadpool 1, and you know exactly which reference I'm thinking of, right? Gazi got it. I don't know if David got it.
I got it.
The sandpaper?
I think it looks. Oh, I like it. Huh. It's innovative. It's different.
Oh my god!
It'll hurt.
That's gonna hurt.
Well, it's
like
first time.
little chocolate Hershey's of pain.
It's the first time Selena and I have ever gotten to wrestle. It needs to be special.
Well, let's start up with that. That's probably our first question off the bat. What is your strategy going into this? But it looks like you already, you know what it reminds me of when you're playing an RPG and you get to the point where you get to craft your own equipment. This reminds me of some of those games like that, like Dead, you know, that Capcom game, like Dead Rising. That's what it reminds me of.
That was a good game.
Yeah. Crafting your own weapon. I like it.
Poppets on a damn bat.
Well,
so what's going to hurt worse, the impact of the bat or the pop from the poppets after the impact?
Both. It does +2 fire damage.
True.
Yeah.
Well, look, thanks to those jackasses in South Carolina, I'm not allowed to use these.
Right.
I have to improvise.
Yeah, South Carolina. So here's the thing, and I'm going to give you my honest opinion, and because you know I'm going to do that. But realistically, if South Carolina was allowed to bleed, there would be so many people with Roman numerals carved in their foreheads walking around the streets because half of these garbage ass shows don't have the ability to draw any other way other than dumb shit, and they would rely on blood.
I'm right. Say it's garbage. I say it's different. Not everybody's into it. Clearly.
I will say he's not wrong. There's a lot of people who should not do what myself, Lazarus, or Raven do, and they do it anyways, and they're the people you see on Trash Bag Wrestlers and Botchamania and everything else. They're the reason people say they're the reason people crap on deathmatch wrestling is because they don't know what they're doing. They get people hurt, and they end up on TV looking on World's Dumbest.
Exactly.
All right, I'll give you that. I'll give you that. What I meant, and I guess we should
what you meant was all shows are created equally, and I'm here to tell you that you're wrong. Not all shows are created equally.
No, I wouldn't say that far because I've been at some garbage shows, and I totally get it. There's quality. What you bring is an art. You bring art. Literally, you're making arts and crafts, deadly arts and crafts.
Well, I mean, they're definitely. Well, now the finger's stuck.
So I will go back to my question. Besides what you have in your hand, do you have any specific strategies or anything you have in mind going up against Selena this weekend?
Make her show the mean streak, because I like that side of her.
I agree.
That's a very interesting. That's a very interesting idea. I've seen her pissed.
So you don't want the happy Selena. You don't want the family friendly Selena. You want the angry, violent Selena is what you want. That's what you're trying to call that part of her out.
She's not getting a happy side of Ghazi. She's getting a very scary side. She needs that side of her on Saturday.
All right.
Wow, that was a good answer. I got the goose pimples. Did you get the goose pimples? Because I got the goose. I'm excited. Are you excited? He says he's excited. He says,
"Yeah, I'm just like kind of."
I want the side of her that will try to take this from me and use it on me.
Is that the only thing that you're bringing with you?
You don't know me very well.
No.
All right. Just the questions that are there. I know that you're going to bring a repertoire, so to speak, of tools.
All right. So Lazarus showed up at my house for an interview with a brand new roll of barbed wire in the back of his car, 2 chairs, gusset plates, light tubes, what's the cooking sheets, thumbtacks, a bat, a crutch, a cane.
I've been hit with that.
think that's everything that was in the bag. Oh, besides like belts and gear bag. I think that's everything that was in his trunk when he showed up at my house. He showed up with that shit for an interview. Okay, an interview. We're sitting outside right there, smoking and drinking on an interview, and that's what's in his trunk. So, I knowing that Ghazi runs with the Black Society, you're asking. Your better question is to ask what won't be there.
Unfortunately, a lot of sharp shit.
I agree with that.
Oh, make sure you have your sharps containers ready, folks, and your gloves.
Well, you
and
can't.
Your PPE.
Wrong state.
Oh, yeah,
wrong state.
That was the answer to what won't be there.
Yeah.
Good point.
The stuff that this state won't allow for stupid reasons.
I'll take things that won't be at this wrestling show for $500.
I don't know.
What should I put on this?
Sandpaper.
A face and name it Plank.
No. Ghazi knows James.
I kicked that plank across the arena one night.
Oh no, not Plank. Poor Plank.
Cole Maccabee broke his toe kicking Plank across the arena one night.
Why you got to wear the hard? That's why you got to wear the hard toes, funny. Cole.
I don't know. I'm just telling you. And then I think the plank hit somebody in the crowd.
I wish I was there. That would have been hilarious.
I think it was a kid.
That's even funnier.
Did you ask for this matchup? Or was this just kind of given?
How did this come up?
I got to ask. Is this something you asked for?
I got a message saying when Mr. Ward and associated people called me and said, "Hey, are you available for this day?" I said, "Absolutely." They responded, "We have an idea, but we're going to wait to tell you." Then they showed that poster.
Oh. Oh my.
And you got excited, didn't you?
Absolutely.
Dude.
Like, guys, my birthday's in March, not September.
Well, it's going to be a very interesting matchup. That is for sure. Once again, CPW, whoever's running camera that night, holler at your guy so I can see this. Because I don't even care if you
I gotta ask, what does this matchup mean to you? When you found out you're going against Selena, what did you feel? Like, how did it?
There's a level of excitement that washed over, and also a level of Did I get dropped?
Yeah, kind of. Like I didn't understand anything you just said.
Yeah, you kind of dropped there a little bit.
You're frozen on screen. There it is.
That was my connection's fault.
Okay. All right. So now, what were you just saying? There was a level of excitement that rushed over you.
Okay, and then as it dies down, there's also that level of realization of what I'm about to have to do to somebody people who loosely follow me know is somewhat of a friend. It's not that we've traveled together, but I have gone to a number of shows that her and James have been a part of, and we have wrestled on a number of shows together. It's a weird feeling of, I don't dislike you, but I have to prove something when it comes to this. What's his face who posted the thing even said that this is supposed to be my world. And it's like, well, if you're just going to call me out like that, she didn't do this to herself. They've done it to her. I'll feel bad after the match.
I mean, I don't know how that works. I'll just say that. I don't know how that works as far as feeling after the match. Because in the end, there's you got the guaranteed money, but then you have the winner's purse. I always feel a lot better with a pocket full of cash.
Either way, you're walking with the bag. So yeah,
I'm a prize guy. I'm a prize person. The more I can do to make more, the better off I am. I'm a greedy prick. I've never hidden that. I've never hidden the fact that I was greedy. And most people, especially in this business, you see a lot of that come out. You see greed, and you see what greed does to people. Look at this fucking bat that this kid's making. This bat is telling you that says, I want it badly, and I'm going to hurt you to get paid more. That's what that bat says to me.
Well, also, I
call it innovative.
I don't know if you saw my initial response. I'm not allowed to make her bleed in South Carolina, so the plan is just to make her scream, and that's a quick way to do it.
Yeah, that'll do it.
This is true.
That'll do it. Well, let's see here. We're going to catch up on some comments here. Jack said, I don't need weapons to beat people.
This is true.
Oh, hon, that just makes it more fun.
Brandon Lamb chimed in. Ghazi is on the show. Glad I tuned in. What's up, Brandon? Jack said, this show's about me. Shut up. Not yet. It's not. It's not about you for another 6 minutes. Then it'll be about you. When I bring you on air, it'll then be about you.
I don't need to wear a tree bark to intimidate people on my face.
And then Travis chimed in to say, I helped.
You're the one who said it was my world. You did this to her.
Oh, Lord. Okay, that makes a lot more sense. Travis also said, I might have some bonus goodies to bring out to help with this.
That sounds like fun.
That's horrifying.
If someone can find me a table, I would greatly appreciate it.
Aha. Clifford Stanley chimed in. What is up? How are we tonight? Cliff, we're doing great, man. Take it easy.
Fantastic, brother. Thank you also for chiming in, Cliff.
Yep.
Good old Cliff.
Shout out to Clifford. Versus Jax is going to happen, says Casey Leanne.
What?
Hold on.
Oh, KC.
Hold on. NCW is based in North Carolina. So that means that match could happen up in North Carolina. Things are more exciting every day when it comes to these.
I got the cool spiffles. That's good. That would be amazing. Make it happen. Make it happen.
This is a special one that I can't bring to South Carolina, but I can bring it to North Carolina.
The gusset plate baseball bat. Oh.
All right, so I have to ask, and I think this is one of the dream matches right here. Is you versus Jackson saying, is there anybody else or anybody on the CPW roster that you're excited to have a matchup with? Anybody that you're looking forward to, or anybody that you want to challenge in the future with CPW or anybody else that we can make happen or try to make happen? We know people.
I'll start.
Oh, I didn't do that. I did not do that. I did not do that.
Well, just when you asked the controversial question. Oh,
said I'll start
by
small.
Bated breath.
All we got was I'll start small. All right, I'll start small. Now what?
I'll start small and go with the other half of Daddy-Daughter Dance after Selena, because I feel like he's going to want to punch me in the face for this match.
The Juju Train?
Okay. No, James Johnson.
No. Oh, okay.
The other half of Daddy-Daughter Dance, not the other
Sorry.
member
I was thinking
SEE.
Yeah, okay.
Him too, but that's for the future.
I don't know if any promoter is going to let you get near Drew Hood.
The only time one of them did, I beat him.
Oh, no.
Oh, get out of here.
Shoo. What was this at?
Heroes to Legends, May 7th, 2022. I remember it vividly. And I've been asking for part 2 since then. Or was it May 6th? I can't remember exactly.
I wasn't at that show. I was at the October show last year and the May show this year.
Mm.
I'll be at the October show again this year. Let's see here. Brandon said I'd pay to see that matchup.
Yeah.
Jax done it. Oh, Brandon was saying that Jax was the one who knocked you off air.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. I think he's upset that he's not on the air right now. It was Jax. I blame Jax too.
Oh, Jax is probably pacing and just absolutely
seething. I blame you, Ron. It's all your fault.
You can blame me all you want. I'm to blame for everything. I've learned that the hard way. I promise, just ask my wife. I'm to blame for everything.
Oh, yeah. Charles, yes, please let us know. Reach out to us. More than happy to talk.
Yeah.
That was with Titan Championship Wrestling. Give us a little slide in the DMs. We'll talk.
Okay. So, man, look, that is going to be one wild matchup. Selena Rose, Ghazi. I can't wait. I can't wait to see the video footage from this. Like I said, I'm not going to be there, unfortunately. So somebody has to send me footage from this matchup specifically. From the fans' perspective would be great too. Because the fans catch stuff that the camera people don't on occasion.
True. This is true.
Some of the best spots you get are from the fans. Well, Ghazi, do you have anything else left to say? Because we are drawing very near to Jackson Sane's allotted time.
If you could do us a favor, one thing that you want to tell the fans for the show, tell them why they have to come out. Something for the fans, and then something for Selena. What do you want to tell Selena before this matchup this weekend?
This is for the people who don't know me. For the fans who don't know me yet. Ron can attest to this, and you're getting to the point you can as well. I'm not like anything you're going to see in this area. It's not something you want to miss. Nope. It's something you're going to remember for a while to come. And for Selena, it's like I said earlier, this isn't a matter of not liking you. This isn't a matter of wanting per se to hurt you. It's a matter of they put your name in front of me and then called me out saying it's my world. So unfortunately, I have to show you that. And I just want you to know that speaking of the winner's purse, I'll be sure to get you a softer present with it as an apology.
Excellent.
Maybe.
All right. Well, Ghazi, thank you for chiming in. It is 9 o'clock. It is officially the witching hour, and Jackson Sane is here, and Jackson Sane is coming in live. Ghazi, thank you again. Jax, what are you tearing up now?
I'm tearing everything up, waiting on you.
Well,
I'm sorry. I had to wait
I had to wait for your window. I had to wait for 9 o'clock.
You had to wait for my window. You could have just put me on first. I am the most important one on the show, and you know it.
I had already scheduled times, so I had to schedule you for an open point on the show.
All right, just get to the questions, okay? Just get to your interview.
Okay.
All right.
So this Saturday night, you finally get your shot. You finally get your shot at that CPW
well
title.
Deserved, by the way. Just saying.
Well, he's been the number one contender since January of 2020.
You took the words out of my mouth. I was drinking, not fair. Okay,
well,
I know that. I think the fans didn't know that, but I knew that. Long time and well deserved, by the way. Shenanigans, I said.
So 3 years, 9 months, Jax has been waiting for his shot at the CPW title. Now, he got jumped in line somehow by Black Cat. There was even other people that were up for title shots somehow, some way. And then all of a sudden, Dion takes the title from Cam. And now it's Jax's time. Now it's Jax's turn.
Yeah, it should have been my turn to begin with. I was the number one contender. And whoever's idea was in CPW, Pro Wrestling Union, whatever, I hate them all equally now. They put Dion in my spot. They put Dion in my place for the CPW Heavyweight Championship. It was supposed to be my spot. Nobody else's. I was supposed to go up against Cam. No one else. It was mine. But now Dion can pay for it. And everyone else can line up afterwards.
So you're going to make Dion pay for all the sins that were committed against you. Is that what I just heard?
That's exactly what you just heard.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure I clarified it for anybody else out there who didn't understand. So, with that being said, you have shown up at other events and been trying to get to Dion. You got to him at the Pro Wrestling Union show.
I did.
The Ray Bitt Barber Memorial. You got to him there. What was that? 2 weeks ago?
Something like that.
Yeah, something like that. I can't remember. I don't have a good memory. So
I
anyway.
don't either.
Too many headshots.
Yeah.
Definitely. You got to him there. You also, it seems weird to me that you waited until after George South had his opportunity at that title.
Well, you see, there's something that I wanted to show Dion and everyone else in wrestling, a thing called respect and waiting your turn.
Okay.
Not jumping in the middle of someone else's turn, especially a legend like George South. I mean, he is Ric Flair's favorite opponent.
Is he really?
He is.
Okay.
I've heard that from multiple people, including the man himself. But we're not talking about that right now. I waited my turn.
That's pretty high praise.
Unlike
there, Jax.
Dion, he didn't wait his. He jumped right in the middle and took my opportunity and said that I needed to learn to take opportunities when they presented themselves. So I did. I took the opportunity when it showed itself, and I beat the shit out of that Black Cat.
The other way I see it is you were just kind of biding your time. You know what I'm saying? Yes, you were disrespected. I'll give you that. But biding your time to have a decent opponent, even in great praise from a legend himself, but to go, and I understand where you're coming from, the frustration, and be able to give it out to somebody who just, because of an altercation with another opponent, managed to get a title shot in front of you. I get it. I understand it. I respect it. I understand. My question is here. You're going against the Black Cat himself.
Mm-hmm.
Why didn't you jump in beforehand? You could have been right interfered in between their matchup. Why wait now? Are you trying to send a message? What are you getting out of it? Waiting till right now.
I want the CPW Heavyweight Championship. And I couldn't win it by interfering in a match. I had to get everyone's attention because no one wanted to listen to me. Everyone wanted to put me on the back burner and forget about Jackson saying, don't talk to Jax. Forget about Jax. You know, he's not a professional wrestler. He's just some psychopath that lives in the woods. I hear it all. He's a monster. He don't matter. Well, do I matter now? I think I have everyone's attention. And now I'm getting the match that I deserved in the beginning.
Right. And speaking of, Black Cat Johnson's in the audience. You said you'll finally get your shot, Monster Man. You better make it good.
Oh, I made the last one good. I'll definitely make this one count.
That's accurate. It took a lot for Dion to get up after that matchup with George South. Jax jumped him, and it took an awful lot for Dion to get up. Jimmy Ward chimed in. Regardless of all that, it has led us to this Saturday.
Yeah,
you're right. It has led us to this Saturday. Ghazi said he was busy carving a new mask out of a nearby tree.
I don't wear masks anymore, Ghazi. Keep up with the times.
Oh, got it. Jax, you know, I never claimed to be a professional interviewer or a professional media personnel or anything like that. This ain't sports.
That's my job. It's all right. I'll pick up your slack.
Okay. If this is what professional looks like, I need to quit and retire. That's all I'm going to say about that. My point to you is this. I need to know, Jax, what happens? What happens if you don't beat Black Cat? What happens if you don't win that title this Saturday night? What happens then?
What happens if I don't?
Yeah. What are you going to do if you don't win that?
Who says that I'm not going to win?
I have seen everybody's shoulders counted to 3.
That's one way to win a match.
It happened to Bill. It happened to Bill after 146-0. It happened to you've got shoulders hitting the mat. You've got knockout. You've got tap out. You've got count out. You've got disqualification. You ain't going to – it doesn't – just because you won't have your shoulders pinned to the mat don't mean you won't lose. What happens if you lose? What are you going to do then if you lose, Jax?
Well, let me ask you a question. Have you ever seen a horror movie?
All the time.
The great Jason Voorhees, Michael Myers, Freddy Krueger. Let me ask you, do they really lose in the end? Does anybody really survive after an encounter? Dion is going to be lucky if he can even walk out of that ring. If he could even crawl out of that ring. Yes, he might be a veteran for 3 decades. He might have beat George South 2 weeks ago. But it's been 5 years since he's wrestled Jackson Sane.
Follow-up question. You said it yourself. He just beat George South, a legend here in the Carolinas. What do you have? What are you bringing to the table that's different? That is going to give you the edge, is giving you the edge this weekend. That you believe that you're going to walk away with the W and as new champ.
I'm bringing unpredictability. No one knows what I'm going to do. Everyone has admitted that. When you go see Jackson saying at a show, according to Scott Larson, when he ran #Truth, you never know what you're going to get.
Yep. He did say that a lot. He said that a lot about you.
Messing with me is like playing Russian roulette. There's one bullet in there. You better hope you don't get it.
Well, and, Ghazi has brought up a fine point. Black Cat doesn't have to beat Jax at all. He could walk out and remain champion.
Yeah, but Black Cat won't do that. Like I said, he's been a veteran for 3 decades, 31 years to be exact. Why would he walk out when he has built this reputation of being the Black Cat Dion Johnson? Why would he just walk out? He has to protect his name. He has to protect his face. He has to face the demon, the monster. And if he loses, he doesn't just lose the CPW championship. He loses everything that he has built up before. Everything that he has built up in the past to make him the Black Cat Dion Johnson.
Man, that's
a good answer. My follow-up question was that somebody like you say you have an unorthodox style, you don't know what you're going to get. Is the word strategy meaning in your vocabulary when it comes to this matchup, or are you just going to go just see what happens?
I believe on this one, I'm going to focus more on just trying to beat Dion Johnson. Because like I said, he has been a veteran for 3 decades. He has held many championships, including the CPW title, which he beat Cam Jackson for and George South. So strategy-wise, I don't know. But I will throw everything that I have at that man. As I said before, I will drive a Mack truck just to make roadkill out of this Black Cat if I have to.
Oof.
Black Cat chimed in to say, Jimmy Ward, I'm going to need some dry cleaning money after I wipe his bad makeup job off with my tights.
What do you have to say to that?
It's funny how he can type it all out, but he can't talk to me face to face. Even if he joined the interview, it's still not face to face. He's all the way down in South Carolina. I'm in the backwoods of North Carolina.
Right.
He's scared to talk to me face to face.
Well,
ooh.
Casey Leanne chimed in to say that AWL is not responsible for personal property, and that was directed at Black Cat Dion Johnson.
Good point. Good point.
Stars.
Oh, at the start of any live video, since I have a profile that allows me to make some money out of some of the videos and stuff that we post, you're more than happy to send stars. It's kind of what they do on TikTok. If you send stars, whatever, we get some monetary out of it. It's automatically. I don't post that. The feed automatically posts that. But feel free to share, like, subscribe, and drop some stars if you're willing. For our interview here for Jack's Insane. Wow.
So CPW has been Jax's playground since it started. Because Jax was the first ever CPW heavyweight champion.
I was. I was. And since Ghazi wants to talk about his match, I beat Devin Cruz in a hardcore match for that title. It didn't have to come to that, but we just decided to throw it in there. But I will say, I didn't use a weapon to beat him. Gotcha. I hit him with my brain buster, and he laid still.
You know, the thing I hate most about the time delay between the stream and the comment section, Ron and I missed a perfectly timed joke I made after he made the joke about feeling sorry for whoever tries to date Selena.
What?
Yes.
Anything you want to tell the rest of the roster? I mean, I know you have your sights set on this matchup. This is a big win, a big deal. So, two-parted question. What would it mean for you to win this belt, to win this championship, to win this prestige against Black Cat Johnson? And
what would it mean for me?
Yeah.
I'll answer the first part first, because the second one can wait. What would it mean for me? The prodigal son is returned. The first ever 2-time CPW champion. Jackson Sane. The B-rated horror me, the 2-time CPW champion. That's what it means to me. This title, especially since CPW was helped built by David Cody, the man that trained me. This title would mean so much to me if I could get it. And I will. That's how much this title means to me.
Couple of comments before we go to Davin's second part of that question. Tiffany Childers chimed in to say, Dion will beat Jax. I don't care what nobody says. I'm scared of you, Jax.
Good. You should be
rightfully
scared.
so. You should be. Yeah. It's okay, buddy. It's all right.
She says you are going to lose. And another comment that came in, Jackson saying, is it true that David Cody, a.k.a. Norton Lewis, created this monster that we are dealing with now?
Ooh, good question.
He helped push me over the edge. He helped me spread my wings. The monster that you people call me, I'm not a monster. I just have a few loose screws. Gosh. But the monster that you call me was created by me and the carver of Cutter's Alley, Malachi Matthews. But Norton Lewis, a.k.a. David Cody, helped me release the monster instead of keeping him chained. He let me loose in CPW. He let me destroy whoever I wanted. And I did. One after the other, starting with Jamie Lee. I tried to break that sucker's neck. He helped train me too, but I didn't care. I dropped him right on his head. What?
Jesus Christ.
I'm sorry.
I feel like you're getting excited. You're just thinking of ways of beating up Black Cat here. Anything you have in mind?
He's sitting here giggling, remembering almost killing somebody. And, or paralyzing somebody, even if it's Jamie Lee. I know who Jamie Lee is. But he's giggling over that, getting ready for a matchup against Black Cat Dion Johnson. Rick Rector chimed in and said Jax will beat that old man.
Mm-hmm.
Ghazi said 3 fingers, come get your son. it's going to be something. I'm not sure what it's going to be. I am actually glad I'm not going to be there. Jax, you're most of the reason I'm not going to be there.
I think I already answered this question. I think you answer it yourself. How far are you willing to go for this championship? And I with your giggles, I think that answer's already been answered. But I like to hear it from yourself here. How far are you willing to go?
I'm willing to hurt myself to get this. If I have to fling myself off the top rope onto Dion to use my body as a weapon, I will do it. If I have to smack him with the nearest child in the crowd, I will do it.
Technically, it's not a foreign object. So, yeah, that'll work.
It's not foreign. He was born in America.
Hold on. Not only that. Hold on. The performers are not allowed to bleed. That didn't say anything about audience members.
This is true.
South Carolina is some weird shit, man. Let's see here. Casey Leanne says, "Welcome to the nightmare."
Mm-hmm.
And Rick Rector says, "I'll be there to see the old man fall." Tiffany Childers said, "I'm going to be there, but I'll be far away from you, even though I have to get Dion's gear." Yes. Tiffany is the ring girl for
she's a ring runner. Yeah.
Yes. She runs around, grabs the gear, and takes it and to the
I'll
back.
hand it to you personally, Tiffany. Just to make sure you don't drop it.
Oh, Jesus.
Whew. This could be a hell of a matchup. Let me tell you.
It's going to be, for a lack of better terms, insane.
It's time to live the nightmare of Dion Johnson.
Gazi had a question. Do you think Selena would rather feel poppets or Legos?
Bring Legos. Bring both. Why not both?
I think Selena would rather feel a broken neck from a brain buster.
Ooh.
That's a lot more impactful than poppets and Legos.
Yes. It's also more permanent.
There. Yeah.
Travis said,
Traumatic,
"Get him,
even.
Jax."
Oh, I'm going to get him.
This is going to be one hell of a match, said KC. And KC also said Legos.
It's going to be more of a match made from hell.
I'm
personal hell.
Like I have said, it's going to be insane.
Mm-hmm.
You know, as it's been mentioned before, I was previously signed to be somewhere else, so I'm keeping my distance from
Fortunately and unfortunately, you're not going to be there. Is what you're saying.
Yeah.
So we're going to see the highlights. You know, you're gonna have to come back here. We're gonna have to discuss it. The highlights of the show.
We will see what we can do about a highlight recap thing. We'll see what we can do about that. I'll call some people who may or may not be there, and see what I can work out with that.
Very much.
So, well, I'll be on the road, so I'll have plenty of time to figure out who's there.
True. This is true.
But Saturday night is going to be on fire, literally. Gaza said, "Don't use Brainbuster. I have a fun Gaza world that may do the trick." Okay. Gonna have to get Laz use an extra box of tubes at training this week, so I'm extra ready. Yes, I was signed to another event before this one's date officially dropped.
Same, and I'm gonna be in DC.
I'm gonna be.
Like I said, I got a long list of breakdowns or just kind of for this weekend. There's so many shows going on. Welcome to wrestling, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah. Yes. Scared much. How about smart much? Smart. Intelligent.
There's a lot of carnage going on. You don't want to be, fodder or, be around, collateral damage.
I've got enough things to deal with rather than being in a place where I'll get accosted and harassed by Jackson Sane. Because he came after me at the last show we were both at. And I don't know why. I was in the ring doing my job. And instead of keeping his eyes on his opponent, he rushes me and I'm in a corner. I had to get the referee in front of me to protect me.
Apparently you'll be fine because apparently Jimmy Ward is going to be the host this Saturday. So, so you'll be good.
Right. I
gotta ask, Jax, you have this huge profile match. You got this huge opportunity to be in the history of CPG 2-time champ. Do you have any words for the fans? Words for Mr. Jimmy Ward here? Any words for the roster that you want to give and let them know? Right, like, now is your platform. You paid for this time frame. The platform is yours.
As for Mr. Jimmy Ward, Cole Maccabee, and the rest of the roster, stay out of my way. I've earned this spot. I know a lot of people hate the word, but I deserve this spot. So don't anyone step in my way. As for the fans, you can pick and choose who you want to cheer for. You can cheer for the Black Cat, Dion Johnson. You can cheer for the B-rated horror movie, Jackson Sane. But just know, by the end of the night, I hope each and every one of you remember who Dion Johnson is the following morning.
Well, Jax,
Ron, you okay? You all right, buddy?
Yeah.
I'm just glad you're not gonna be there Saturday.
Yeah, I'm.
I'm sorry, I've been taking. Ron, do you have any questions for Jax regarding this weekend? Do you have anything?
No, because I was basically, bullied into letting Jax on air to say what he had to say.
You gotta give the man credit. I mean,
I have. That's the thing. I was the one reminding people that he was the number one contender. Because what you don't realize is, Jax, not to correct you, but you mentioned Cole Maccabee. Cole Maccabee's not the commissioner in CPW. There isn't a commissioner in CPW. So you're coming at me because I'm the last ring announcer they had?
Yeah.
So because I'm the last one that you can recognize from the show, you come after me.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was either you or Bill Hazelwood.
It matters.
I'd rather come after you than give Bill a heart attack and him die and not be able to tell Jimmy, hey, book this crazy bastard, as you called me.
You did call him that.
You did.
I called you a psychotic bastard.
You said crazy bastard earlier, but yeah, you right.
Yeah, you cheesy rat bastard.
I don't know.
That too.
I don't know where you come up with rat bastard at, because I've never narked on nobody. That's not me.
Oh, and it's not how you act, it's your look. You take them glasses off and you look just like a little rat.
Well, I don't have to paint my face like a 10-cent whore to get around.
I don't have to grow a beard to look like a man.
Oh, dang! It's getting personal.
For the record, CPW is of course you are fine with CPW with me taking the brunt of this. Of course you would be. This whole thing has gotten, thank God it's over Saturday. Whether you win or you lose, this shit ends Saturday. Thankfully.
It will end. I will leave you alone.
Because I'm not
opportunity
in it. And I'm not going to be there. So there's absolutely nothing to do with me after this Saturday when it comes to you and this type and your opportunity and Black Hat Johnson. I politicked for you for this. And this is what happens. Yeah. I reminded the people that you had this opportunity. And this is what happens to me.
Ain't it funny how life works?
It's ridiculous. Okay.
Oh,
it's ridiculous.
It is ridiculous. Now you know how I feel.
I don't think that's even makeup. I think she just wakes up like that in the morning. I'm just kidding. I'm just saying.
Either way. Jax, do you have anything else to say?
Actually, what do you have to say to Mr. Black Cat Johnson? And we'll close it out on that. I think he's still watching. I think the rest of the roster here is watching.
Black Cat had an invite sent his way about 20 minutes ago.
Okay.
Just in case he had something he wanted to say.
Do I have any words for the Black Cat, Dion Johnson? Black Cat, I know you have been through a lot throughout your career. You have won many and you have lost many. And we have only faced each other once before this. But like I said, that was 5, almost 6 years ago. A lot has changed. I have grown tremendously in this business. And I am ready to take on a veteran that has been in the business for 3 decades. I will make an example out of you, and I will prove myself to everyone in the Carolinas, in Georgia, Tennessee, wherever, that Jackson Sane is not someone to sleep on, to forget about, and to push to the back burner. I am a force to be reckoned with, and everyone will know that after Saturday.
All right. Well, Jax, thank you for coming on.
Oof.
Thank you for having me.
Finally.
Yeah.
Finally, yeah.
Finally. Like he hasn't been on in the last year 2 or 3 times already.
I'm helping. That's all I'm doing.
You're not helping.
I am doing a great
swear to
job.
God, somebody find David's contract. I'm gonna shred this shit. I swear to God, I'm gonna end this contract with you. You know what, Jax? Best of luck Saturday.
Have fun. I know you're gonna have a blasty blast.
Have a great time.
Saturday. Enjoy yourself. Fans, you enjoy yourselves watching. Thank you so much for this opportunity, for having such a unorthodox competitor here with us. Thank you for taking time out here and for bullying Ron to get this time. I appreciate it.
Yes,
we still have got more to go over.
Oh, we do. Well, then I'm gonna let you go with him. Give me a brief moment. I'm gonna take a break real quick, and I'll be right back. Have fun.
Okay, well, I thought you were leaving, but look. There it is. This weekend, the main event, signed, sealed, and delivered. The champion, Dion Johnson, the Black Cat himself, going up against Jackson Sane. That's the main event for CPW TakeOver 5. That's what we're going to be looking at. That's what the world's going to be watching at the end of Saturday night is that.
One last thing.
What's that?
I have been preparing to face Dion because I know it's going to be very difficult. I have dropped over 30 pounds to get ready for this match. So Dion better get ready.
Yeah. Now we're gonna add some comments. Let's see here. Rick Rector said he's too damn scared to even come on the screen. Blackhead said he's got bad internet out here in the woods. 3 decades. Can you say heart attack waiting to happen? Yeah, I hope not. Blackhead saying he thinks it's going to be the Welford screw job. You want it, you're going to have to take it. Yeah, my co-host bailed on me. I am quite used to this. It's an unfortunate, it's a side effect of this business. I'm used to it. Jax, so yeah, thank you for bullying me to let you on air.
Thank you for finally having me on air.
Yeah.
And to finally get my opportunity.
You will have your shot Saturday. And yes. I will be in an entirely different state and zip code.
Good. I don't want to see your face anyway. But I'll see everyone there Saturday, including the Black Cat, Dion Johnson. Bye, Ron.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Well, David went away from the screen, and of course, now I need a drink. Jesus Christ. Yeah, we only got to go through a couple of the matches, guy. We were talking about some people that were going to be there. Special appearance as well. TakeOver. All gold. Brino Royce, the AWL heavyweight champion, will be in the house. Another matchup that I find very interesting. I think is going to be a really good wrestling match. I think it's going to be a very entertaining wrestling match. It's going to be DH and HD, Drew Hood, the United Championship, being defended against Crucifix, the NCW heavyweight champion. I think that matchup is going to be fantastic. I'm really looking forward to that one.
I'm excited with that matchup. That's going to be a great matchup. I'm excited. I'm hyped for it. Yeah.
Well, welcome back.
All aboard the Drew train, baby. I'm for the hype. I'm on the hype. I'm on the hype train. Yes. That's going to be an amazing matchup. Look, Drew Hood has been doing so much to hone himself, hone his craft, hone his body. And he has proven it time and time again. He's gotten accolade after accolade, championship after championship. And now he's honing himself. He's gotten ready. Now he has this great matchup. My money's on Drew Hood. I mean, he's putting in the work, and it's shown.
All right. So, Ghazi, what you should have done is hold the bat like this and put the glue in a line like this, and then just set the poppets on that line, and then waited for it to dry, and then did the rotisserie chicken trick where you just turn it a little bit, and then another line of glue and a line of poppets, and then turn it. Instead of one at a time, because you're going to have that shit stuck to your fingers for like 6 months.
Oh, it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun.
Yeah. It's quick dry. Yeah, that's the point. Yes, that's a weird son of a bitch.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, I agree.
He's a bit odd.
Yeah. Any appearances by Brino are special. Agreed.
This is true.
Agreed entirely. Welcome back. You so ditch Ron with a maniac.
Welcome back. Ditch him? No. They needed some quality time.
No.
It was great.
The only quality time I need is reviewing the terms of our contract. That's it. That is the only quality time I need. Quick drying It would have dried too fast to do the line, sadly. Well, I don't know. No, it won't take 6 months to cut off. I'll just cut that layer of skin off. Okay, yeah, I know you will. You'll sit there and chew it off. You'll be like that one person in the movie where they ate their fingertips off so they couldn't be ID'd. Smoking Aces. That happened in Smoking Aces. Great movie for people who don't watch, off the wall movies. Oh man. But we've got that matchup, and we have Curtis Coleman versus AJ Kazana. I think that this is going to be another one. Curtis Coleman.
Talk about big, beefy boys beating brutal. Those some brutal boys. And my money is on Mr. AJ Kazana.
I gotta agree with you. I really do.
Curtis Coleman is no nothing to laugh at, sneeze at either. He's no pushover. He's a brutal guy.
Right. All right. Rick Rector laughed. Quality time with Jax. Yeah, no, thank you. Nah. Nay, I say. Nay. Ghazi said the one with the best chest hair will win.
Look, Curtis has the coverage,
that.
I guess, but AJ has the more groomed look. You know what I'm saying? It kind of looks like he has like a little boot on his chest. I like it. I go with AJ's chest hair.
I don't know. Do you go with the human sweater vest or do you go with the other way? I don't know. I don't know anything about. You got
Look,
me.
And all joking aside, seeing AJ grow over the past few years and then making a name for himself, working the tag team, making a name for himself, putting in the work. I've seen this guy grow so much. And now getting to see his stuff in NWA and that growth, that passion, the aggression. It's amazing. I love the guy. He's a funny guy. Great host, side host, by the way. Remember that time he was on our podcast for a second when we were at Heroes and Legends.
Yeah, he was hilarious.
Yeah, I think that the guy is very versatile. I don't think he realizes how versatile he is, and I think Daddy Kazana there has seen this kid flourish. It's amazing, and I know there's big things, even bigger things coming for AJ Kazana.
Gotcha. I can't wait to see the footage from this. I think it's going to be fantastic.
It's going to be an amazing show.
Your main event for that evening, Deion Johnson defending the Classic Pro Wrestling Heavyweight Championship against the number one contender. Will we
see the Black Cat retain? Will we see a 2-time CPW champion? Only way to see it is to be there, live, watching it, there. If you're not there, you're missing out.
It is going to be crazy.
One of the plethora of shows happening this weekend.
Oh, yeah. Guys, we'll be back on air tomorrow night. You will see an advertisement pop up for that here in a short order. So we'll catch you back here tomorrow night. And then, of course, we'll be back Thursday again. Do you know that there was also the possibility of Friday this week and Monday?
Yeah, possibility. But I will be on the road. I will be in DC by then. Yeah. Leaving.
Good. Yeah. You go up there and deal with the DC tryhards.
Look, I dealt with it last week. I really do. They're putting on. There's some other stuff going on in the DMV area too. There's so much wrestling going on near my little hometown. I'm excited. I am excited.
Nah, there's too many tryhards in the area. DMV. I had my fill this last weekend. It's taken me a couple of showers to wash off. I literally considered getting a shot before I crossed the state line. And when I came home, I immediately needed to wash my car. What
was that it? Is that it for
the
CPW?
Funk is on me. Yep. 6 matches, live music. You've got live music starting the show at 6:00. You have got
talk about a pre-show,
dude. During intermission, the band's going to play again. So it's gonna be badass. So if you're in the area, please make your way out, check that show out. It's gonna be insane. It is gonna be a wild show. So, anyways, thank y'all for tuning in. And I hope everybody that goes there Saturday has a great time.
Same. Enjoy yourselves. Have fun. Support indie wrestling. Support this show and all upcoming shows. Yep. We'll be back tomorrow.
Once again, this is my kind of party, the CPW Takeover, live September 23rd at the Welford Pavillion. That's 302 Lonesome Pine Lane in Welford, South Carolina.
Beautiful setup. Beautiful setup.
Dude, the place is fantastic.
And it's in a backyard. This man fulfilled his dream in his backyard.
Yeah, it is something
to
reckon with. It is something to reckon with.
Zonings in general. I don't know how they did it with the counties and zoning.
There are buildings that wish they had the level of coolness that this place has. I'll put it that way.
And the only way to see it is to see it person there.
You can see the pictures all day long. It don't do it justice till you're there live. But anyway, concessions provided by KC Canteen, sanctioned by Pro Wrestling Union because the new Uniting Excellence initiative they have running on. It's a BYOB event. Remember, all inclusive is the point, and there will be special bags you can get for your special needs or autistic or
neurodivergent.
Yes, those special type of folks that need a little something extra to occupy their brains, or maybe it's a little too loud on them. They've got headphones for you to use as well. I understand that. Because occasionally things are just too loud. That's one. Or two, my son is like he's wild about it. If it's too loud for him, we got to go. So
it could be a little overwhelming. It's a lot of stimulus, a lot of stimuli, but that's great. I'm so happy that they're doing that and being a part of being there for the neurodivergent peeps to kind of help us keep calm, pay attention, or just kind of help us enjoy the show. Because it could be a little overwhelming being out in a large group of crowd or big group of people, loud shows like that, and they're doing their part and being inclusive, and that's amazing.
Yep. So everybody, make your way there for Saturday, and they will see you there. Tell them Ron sent you. Tell them the Saints sent you, and I hope everybody has a good one.
Tell them David sent you too. Tell them that you watched the pre-show live with us here.
Yeah, that would get over too. That would get over as well.
It always gets
over. You know what you could do? You could hit the reacts and you could hit the shares. That's the way
hit
we
the
really
likes,
do things.
Subscribe on the YouTubes.
Well, the reacts is a like, and then the share and the subscribe, of course, on the YouTube. We'll talk about the YouTube on Thursday. Anyway, guys, you guys have a great night. Thanks for tuning in. It's been a hell of a show, but we're taking it
amazing
home
show
because we have to be back tomorrow evening. So we'll see you then. You guys take it light.
Till next time.